Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay, now that we're safe and yum yum in our body, we're going to start doing practical things. Okay, and I've made videos about this previous, but I'm gonna redo it because it's on like Donkey Kong now. Okay, so number one, I'm going to leave some links in the comments to see, so you can see the corporations that are funding and abetting and siphoning the taxpayer dollars, as well as putting into the government so they have a say on what the hell happens to us. Cute, huh? So stop slaving away for those corporations, number one. Number two, stop paying the banks. Call your bank and say hardship or whatever, deference or forbearance, whatever goes wherever the fuck you are. Okay? Stop funding this because the banks are giving a lot of money to the government to create this whole system and structure, and the banks want to take their property back. Okay, so stop paying. It sounds ass backwards because they want it to. Okay, when we keep complying and we don't tell them that, hey, we see you, we know what you're doing, and we're not funding for our own civilians to be murdered so you can cash in and make an extra buck and get a land grab. The amount of women right now that are in housing insecure is astronomical. This is a femicide that's not being talked about because nobody gives a shit. But so ladies, get your group of people together, okay, and start organizing, start coming together, start creating ways that we're going to be able to live and survive here, okay, because we are dealing with a regime that wants us dead, okay, and they're making it look like it's not women, but it really is. This is the witch wound coming to stare us in the face, okay. So when we have this modality of existing and we can come back into our own space and say, okay, I don't have to fund my own demise, and you can tell your other fellow people, and that's the thing, you will get, you need to brace yourself for this, you will get, especially from religious people, well, that's just your perspective. No, that's what's happening in the streets right now. This is Agenda 2025. Did you read it? Oh, they don't. That's low vibration. That's an illusion. No, money's an illusion. It's not a frequency. It's an illusion. And they are controlling us with it. They're controlling us with an illusion. And they know that. They know they are. And the only way they're going to be able to keep control of it is if they do some sort of, I don't know what they, socialist thing. Universal income. So that way the give the government all the things, and they'll distribute it fairly, darling. Pinky motherfucking swear. Are you serious right now? Okay, sorry. We can't go into socialism either. Okay, this has to be something new entirely. Something new entirely. We cannot keep depending on these corrupt systems that parasite us and then accuse us of being parasites. When we bust our tails so that they can be in their yachts, in their mansions, and whatever else, while like countless people that have slaved away for decades of their lives go homeless because they got injured on the job, or they go homeless because they had a health crisis of any other sort, and the company's not there to help or support them in any way, shape, or form. Okay, this is the system we live in. This is the system we somehow just let completely override humanity. We are the elephant chained to the little plastic chair going, can't move. Yes, you can. Okay. Because now it's costing human lives on our soil. I know it's different when it's on everybody else's soil because like we don't have to deal with it. Like, oh, it's sad they volunteer to distribute. So, but now it's in our streets. So now we need to tell our government that, hey, we're not going to fund this anymore. Not going to do it. Okay. So that means you take out of the banks, you take out of crypto, you take your stock out, you take your 401ks out, all your financial Morgan people, take it out. Okay. You let them know free and clear you are not funding to live under fucking tyranny. Period. The end. Stop paying utilities, go on government assistance, start pulling funds away from this whole ICE operation running rampant in our streets. Okay? Okay. So, and again, credit scores shouldn't be compared to body count. Okay? Your status isn't going to matter when you have to haul bodies off the streets and put them in mass graves. Your status isn't going to matter when someone is hauling your dead body off the streets and into massive graves. It's not going to matter. Okay? China and Russia are looking at us right now, drooling like a motherfucker. This is our window of opportunity. Okay? Drooling. We have a window. It's short and sweet. Got to do it now. And again, I don't want to go viral, so just word of mouth or copy the stuff in the description and then send to all your friends. Don't give to these companies, don't work for these companies, blah, 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 blah. And again, there's probably way more companies out there than what I listed, but it's a good start, okay? That cancel the Amazon. If you are in any way, shape, or form involved with Amazon, they were on every single last one of the fucking lists. Freaking you. Okay. No more Amazon. Spotify runs ICE ads. ICE recruitment ads. Okay. Any other major corporations that I'm going to list in the description below. Okay. And I can't stress this enough. Local community support. I cannot stress that enough. Okay. Patreon, GoFundMe, whatever the heck the deal is, it's really important because the femicide will be silent. They are distracting so hard that the homeless rates will become irrelevant because they're low vibrational. They are of no consequence. If you're not actually out there in the streets dying, you're not going to get any funds. It's really cute. It's really cute how that works. It's really cute. This could be prevented, but instead we'd rather be on the other side of it. But that's how patriarchy works. Priests are going to help ICE out as much as possible. Then when they get busted doing it, then they're going to go on the front lines. And then they're going to start community services for those people torn apart by ICE when they could have had the community services, the fucking place, before this became an issue. Helping those families that are doing honest work here fill out the correct paperwork to get them established here as U.S. citizens or on the pathway to becoming as such. They could have had that, but they misappropriated their funds. We have mega churches and a shit ton of homeless people. Welcome to religious culture. If you are religious, you probably hate poor people, hate black people, and really hate women. And those are things that you need to sift through while you're calling these places and canceling all your shit and pulling everything out. Because if you for a second think that you're exempt from this, okay? If you think that your status is far more important than human life, if you think your credit score is far more important than human life, if you think that supporting institutions that see people's downfall over supporting people that are insecure because of what the government has implemented, you're a genocidal creature. It said so in the holy text. It's a difficult thing to comprehend. I get it. But at the same time, you still have an opportunity to call your humanity back in and not worry about the afterlife because you were human while you were here. You helped your fellow human while you were here. And society has done a banger of a job making sure that none of us see each other as humans. Oh man, have we done it. And that's, again, that's getting people out of their bodies. When you don't feel safe in your body, you don't feel like a human yourself. So why would you go out into the world and see any of those? Right? Right. So rather than say, hey, did you really want to do that? Hey, I don't appreciate what you did there. Did you want to look at like the repercussions for what you're doing? Rather, you'd say things like, why don't you come to Jesus? Why don't you submit to my death cult? Do you see what I mean? Like, there's no real solution there. You're not asking anybody to self-reflect. You're not asking anybody to come to any conclusion other than your opinion. So give people constructive criticism. Point out the flaws rather than just inhumanely say things off the cuff. Okay? If you want a better world, you got to start creating it. And that doesn't involve any Scarface Sky Daddy narratives. That involves, like, you know, putting your money where your humanity is. And if your humanity is with genocide, I can't help you with that. But I am giving the tools that people who want to be human, who seek to be with their humanity and see other people as human beings, this is a definite, secure way to really get the message across without creating violence in the streets. My motto is smarter, not deader. Yeah. Yeah. It's freaking radical, I know. Humanity. It does weird things to odd people. So, when you can get that going for yourself, you're going to need to redo my video. Oh, good, we're 12 minutes in. All right. So look for shapes. This is really good for like right before you're leaving the house, or if like you're sitting in, you know, the car park or the driveway or the, you know, whatever, parking lot. Car park. Where the fuck did that come? Okay. I think that's what they call it down south. Look for squares, circles, triangles, stars, colors, different colors in your environment. Pick red, purple, green. Seek all of that out in your environment. What you're doing right there is teaching your brain that you are safe in your current environment, that nothing's actually there that's going to harm you. That's what it's doing for you. And yes, it will make you feel like you're a little toddler, and that's a good thing. Childlike nature is a good thing to have, okay? So then tap the sun thalamus gland right at the top of the rib cage where all the ribs come up to the top. Okay, tap it. Probably one of my favorite activities. So you'll feel the breath come in automatically. Your system will automatically want to take that big, deep, luxurious breath. And then you can feel it in your body as your systems kind of calm down a little bit, okay? God damn, if we could get freaking ICE agents on that freaking repertoire. Not that they wanted to, but it would help them. And it would help us. Anyway, 4 seconds in through the nose, out through the mouth. And 6 seconds out through the mouth. I apologize. So 4 seconds in through the nose, 6 seconds out through the mouth. Okay. And again, you can do all this stuff out in public, like, you know, just a gentle tap. And you can use your fingers. You don't have to use your fists. You can just use your fingers, just gentle. Just a light tap on the chest, right? And if people look at you odd about that, tell them what it is and how they can get safe in their body too. Wink a wink and nudge a nudge, right? So then before you get out of bed in the morning, stretch your body. Let your body know that it's going to be moving and shaking. Get that lovely synovial fluid flowing through the system, lubing all the joints, getting everything pretty and glossied up and all that other good stuff on the inside, okay? Try to cut down on the stress. Cortisol. Oh, here we coffee. Caffeine has cortisol, spiky spikes in it. I know. I will hold you and we can burn together in that blasted. Okay, so um, download a free app that takes care of your passwords for you. Make life easier. Set up the not coffee maker that I just told you that had cortisol in it before bed. Put out your clothes before bed, right? Pick out your outfit for the next day. Have your everything, like if you got jewelry you want to wear, whatever the hell it is, set it out. If you have, a particular, if you look at the weather for the next day and you're like, oh, it's going to be really cold, I'm going to get my boots, or oh, it's going to be uber hot, I think I'm going to wear my sandal, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever it is, whatever is working out for you, get it set up for yourself. Get yourself into an ease of procedure. Okay. And again, this isn't complacency. It is setting the central nervous system at ease. Okay, that's the whole idea. Okay, and being a little bit painless in the body with the synovial fluid. Okay, because when we feel pain in our body, we automatically get tense. We're auto tense when there's pain in the body because we're like, ugh, which sets us into agitation mode, right? And we already have reason to be in agitation mode, okay? We don't need any more. So take some things off the plate, okay? And then and the other thing too is, people think self-care is like spa day. No, it's not real. That's kind of self-maintenance at this point. I know. Lady, none of us get spa day. I hear you. Go soak in the tub. Go take a hot shower. Wash your face with some luxurious, yummy, like oily, petally soap, whatever you want to do, okay? Whatever it is for you, okay? You can do whatever it is that makes you feel luxurious, okay? It doesn't have to be anything spectacular, okay? Some spa days are a bar of chocolate and binge watching something on Netflix, okay? Like, stop being so judgmental about shit. Stop being so uppity about it too. Like, give yourself a break. If your body's like, oh my god, I can't take anymore. Okay. It's okay, body. I'm coming. I'm going to come to my own rescue. I'm coming, my love. I'm coming. I'm going to help you get through this. Okay? So be your own best friend. Okay. The other thing, too, I want to talk about is the vagus nerve, which is right behind the ears. You can feel like there's your ear bone right behind your ear. Well, it's not your ear bone, but it's like the bone that protrudes right behind your ear on the skull. Okay, so you want to get right, and then you're gonna have your pulse right here. So this little lovely thing right in there, just gently push, gentle, not like yeah, just gently push. And you're gonna want to, probably the best way to do this is laying down with your ankles crossed, right over left, and just even just doing this now, it feels really good. So just gentle. Okay, that's another way to reset. Then you can escalate a little bit. You can get a little bit more intense. You do the Reiki warm-up thing, right? Get those hands nice and toasty. Okay. Get the emotion running that, like, this is soothing time, this is relaxation time, this is time for my recalibration and my healing, okay? And this is going to lift your frequency. These things that, like, are actual methods of getting safe in the body, this is going to actually lift you up. Okay, this is gonna get you out of, like, holy fuck, right? Okay, this is, I hate the fucking word, I hate it so much. High vibe. Okay, this is going to get you safer in the body and out of, like, the oh my freaking god, what the hell am I gonna do, depression mode. Okay, so this is designed for that. And there's gonna be days where you're like, I am not in the fucking mood. And that's okay. That's totally okay too. So don't be hard on yourself about that. Don't get down on yourself about like I don't want to do fucking shit today. I am livid. I just want to scream into the abyss. Journal it, burn it, whatever you got to do. The art of ancient giveaways. Whatever it is you need to do. Okay? Get yourself safe in your body. Get yourself content in your own skin and realize that like just because the world is telling you you don't have a right to exist here because you're not this, that, and the other thing, it's a lie they've been told, and now they're parakeeting it on behalf of a very toxic genocidal system, okay, that none of us signed up for. Okay, so if the minions come and do their work, let them. Just be like, yep, I hear you, I see you. You're still trapped in the Agent Smith narrative, and that's not my fucking problem. Okay? Alright, so, little cups. Okay, right at the base of your skull, like those bones that are down there at the base of your skull, right underneath that cup, that, right at the base of your neck. Okay? And then you can choose to cup over your heart, which is the sympathetic nervous system. That's your fight or flight. And then your parasympathetic is rest and digest, which is over your belly button. And you can switch, and you can take the hand at the back of the neck and put it over your belly button and your heart, or you can put that there and do this. Put whatever speaks to you. And if you want to get really jazzy about it, the left hand is going to be the receiving hand, so your feminine hand. The right hand is going to be the masculine, the output hand. Okay. So hopefully that will recalibrate, come back into the system. Okay. So these are all ways that we non-violently can pish posh the patriarchy. We don't need to start a civil war. It's unnecessary. Okay, those things are in the past. I know we're moving into Aries season, and I don't care. I'm going to keep going on this. It is unrequired. Aries actually was not very keen on war. He really wasn't. And he was the only one that went after somebody who, violated his daughter in a sexual way, in a predatory way. So, I'm hoping humanity pulls their crown out of their root and gets into that modality of Aries rather than the one a lot of the astrologers seem to love to just suckle off of. Let's put it that way. Let's go full, what's his face? I don't remember. Austin. Shit. The podcast guy. Anyway. The astro podcast guy. He's on a Chris and Austin, the Austin guy. Suckle. There it is. I'm going a little derogatory with it. So rather than suckle the toxic narrative because, oh, we love a good drama show, let's try the other teat for just a moment and see if we can get a different outcome rather than the one we've had in the past. I totally believe that humanity is capable of, I feel it in my fucking bones, dude. We are so sick and tired of fucking just being raked across the coals by every fingered structure that is out there. We're over it. I can feel it. And I think that's why I'm so like stable in my central nervous system, even though I can see everything falling apart, and it's in my own reality too. And I got to talk to people that are going through the same fucking thing, and it's like, why were we supposed to care about all this shit again? Remind me. Because I can't remember. So the people that are like benefiting off of all our labor can take the pentacles that we earn from benefiting off all our labor. Holy crap, what fucked up system. Who the hell designed this shit? Who the hell said this was okay? Checks and balances. I don't think that justifies this way of life. I don't think checks and balances even, like, what does that even mean? Checks and balances on the slave labor. Okay. Okay. And they've convinced us that society has to function this way. No, you just fucking barged into the rest of the world's fucking resources and are like, hey, Americans, slave away with all these resources we just found to give us more money to go invade other countries to slave away for the resources we just found. Oh, that just sounds so nonsensical. It's like, what's his face? The guy who got, like, went off on all the astrology people, not astrology, the astronomer. He's like, all we did was go there to see if there was any resources. We didn't investigate to figure out more science or nature. We just wanted to know what resources we could glean from the planet that we had landed on. As if he hadn't been instituted in the same way, in the same patriarchal indoctrination system we call the education, colleges, and universities. I don't know. I found that really peculiar. Like, this is the moment in time you're gonna get mad. Okay, what else? But it's the same idea. Is that they're gatekeeping all the information, because if we had too much information, we would be able to see through the system, and we would be able to see that we are holding up our own torture and enslavement and crucifixion, if you will. At this point, then you get the people that are blood hungry, lustful for more blood. And a lot of times it's a religious narrative running in the background, because when you worship human sacrifice, that's going to be it. Okay. This is a manifestation of our country's beliefs and convictions. And the people that do not want to have to look that in the face will bury their face in the sand, and they will tell you it's low frequency and that it's all an illusion, and that, you know, so you've got to just understand and comprehend that that's probably going to be a thing. You're going to have to come to the conclusion that, yeah, there's a lot, even though there's a lot of people that have left your life, there's a lot more going to have to leave. Okay? Because subconsciously they will sabotage you. They might not even do it on purpose, but on a subconscious level, they don't like you because you don't adhere to the same Scarface Sky Daddy narrative as they do. And that, in their narrative, which apparently they fail to comprehend, puts you right on the genocidal ideal to get the hell off the planet. Okay, so that's their narrative. That's the whole dark triad of the Abrahamic narrative, is to get everybody who does not obey, who does not submit, that does not holds human sacrifice at the ultimate, off the planet. Everybody who's not okay with this needs to get off the planet. Okay? So all those people out there screaming against the Epstein list, y'all need to get into Mark 14:51 in the Septuagint. Just take that little phrase, or those couple bits of phrases, and put them in the Septuagint and see what Jesus was really up to that night. I can't stress that enough. The Big Lebowski, 8-year-olds, dude. And yeah, he wore purple for a reason. Cheese and rice. So they're telling us, it's just we're not paying any attention. Okay? So just realize it's running through their subconscious. No, they're not going to be honest about it. They're going to deny it to the hills, but they will tell you to come to Jesus, which is the same thing as a desolation. So just know that they how did Jesus put it? I know not what I do, or they know not what they do, whatever the heck it, however he said it. Just remember that and just take it with a grain of salt and keep moving. Okay. And you are going to have to probably stop telling those people too much about yourself, about your life, about what you're doing, because they will consciously or subconsciously sabotage you. They have a very specific narrative that is their subconscious undercurrent, and it is times like these. This is their manifestation. They think this is going to bring Jesus back. Okay. How many times does that not have to fucking work before they realize Jesus isn't coming back? And they thought it was Trump. Much how I'm sure Nazi Germany thought that Schmittler was the second coming as well. So what are you going to do other than be like, did you want to be the body that's cleaned up out of the streets, or did you want to be somebody that's cleaning up bodies out of the streets? Because that's where we're headed until we pull the plug on the whole fucking system. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's just people need to stop valuing their credit score and their economic status over human life. And that's what that's gonna be right in our face. Even the leftist progressives are gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna choose my credit score. Thanks. I choose death. I choose death. I would rather keep my social status and my credit score and let people die and be tormented. Yeah, that's more important to me. Again, values. You're gonna have to buckle up for that. You're gonna have to brace yourself for that, because that's part of the process, I guess, if you will. That people they don't have humanity, so they're not gonna value it. That's just how it goes. And that's a good thing, because if they present it as a facade moving forward, when they really didn't have humanity and you kept them by your side, things would end up much, much worse for you in the long run. So just welcome it, receive it with grace and gratitude, and just cut them loose. Just cut them loose. Okay? All right. I love you. Remain safe in your body. You are sacred. You deserve to be here just like everybody else. Okay? And there's nothing that needs to change about that, regardless of what people say or do. That never is going to be untrue. Okay? So just hold yourself as such. Hold yourself as such. Okay? I love you. Keep your flame.